Hi, Eric Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and today I'm going to tell you my 7 photography tips advice for the month of September 2024. So let's start. By the way, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click on the small bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you. So the first tip. Well, many people use glasses just for reading. So they go out and they want to make pictures, and then all of a sudden they want to check the screen and they cannot see much. They don't get their reading glasses, or they want to read the manual because they have a doubt how to set up the camera and they don't have their glasses. There is an easy tip. Many people know the tip, but I didn't know it. I see that many people don't know it. It's so easy. You get a piece of paper or a piece of cardboard and you make a really small hole, and then you can look through it and you will see properly. Otherwise, if you don't have this, you just do this. You make a really small hole in your hand, as small as possible, and then you can perfectly read. It's incredible. I could not believe it. And in this situation, you read perfectly without needing any glasses. Obviously, it's not a way of not using glasses. You're not going to go through the street on the street just watching like this, okay? But you just use one eye and do this, and you will be able to read. That's a great tip. I love it. I love it, honestly. Second tip. I see many people, they go home with their camera and then they empty the memory card in the computer, and then they place the card back in the camera and they go out again next day or a few weeks later to make pictures, and then they say, oh, the card is full. How come it's full? You just emptied the pictures at home. Yeah, but I downloaded the picture, but I did not empty the card, did not format the card, so I've got no space. That's a massive mistake, because if you don't have a second memory card, what you are likely to do is to delete some pictures to make some space, and then you could delete the index table. And if this happens, you don't have access to any of your pictures, and if you make any new, you will have to format the card, and if you make any new picture, it will overwrite what the data that was still in the card. So it's really important. If this will happen, don't use the card. You can recover your picture using some piece of software on your computer. But if you don't have a second card, that will ruin your day. So I recommend, when you download the picture from your card, memory card, then you format the card. First, you download them, make a couple of backup, one in the cloud and two on two hard drive, for example, and then you format the card in the camera, not in the computer, format in the camera. So when you go out, you have a fresh card with nothing on it. Then you will avoid to have this really serious trouble. That's a pity to lose pictures, and just because you still had some pictures you already had backed up on your computer. That's nonsense. So format your memory card after you've downloaded the picture. If you want to help me and you are going to buy cameras, accessories, or whatever, don't forget that in the description of every video I've got affiliated links that give me a small help when you buy using them. So I thank you very much for it, because that helps me a lot. Let's carry on. Tip number 3. Some people have a really hard time to frame properly the picture. Maybe it's not horizontal perfectly or not vertical, and then when they want to correct, it will shrink the picture, and then they will eat up some parts. So if you're not sure you're framing properly, just frame a bit larger, and then you can adjust in your computer. It's true you will lose some pixels, but that's no drama. We have enough resolution for in most cameras. Okay, so do that. If you're not sure, just frame a bit larger. So after in your computer, you can adjust vertical, horizontal, or whatever. Okay, so that's really easy to do, and that will save you a lot of trouble after. Advice number 4. I see many people, they don't know how to breathe. When they use a telelens, they're like this, and it's really hard for them to follow the subject. On a wide angle, it's not much problem, but on a telelens, it is a problem. I've played the trumpet many years, and musicians, they don't breathe this way. You don't see the camera go. Instead of filling your lungs, you fill them, but in the dark. I don't know what you call that. There's a separation here between the stomach and what is the lungs. And you breathe down there. Okay, so you go here, and you see my camera would not move. And actually this is my belly that goes bigger, not my lungs that go like this. So it's really important you learn how to breathe. In some situations it's no problem, but with longer lenses that's really a trouble to be like this, because you're just following your subject at the same time your lungs are moving. There are many tutorials on YouTube for musicians to teach how to breathe. Trumpet player, saxophone player, or whatever. Okay, so learn how to breathe. Okay, obviously at the second you're going to press a shutter, lock your stop breathing. Okay, but still it's important that in the meanwhile you are moving your stomach and not your lungs. Okay, important. Advice number 5. Very often some people want to have colors that are as real as possible, but they didn't set the white balance properly, or they didn't use any color checker. By the way, I made a video about color checker, okay? And they wait a week, 2 weeks to edit or develop the raw file, and they don't remember how the color were. So it's important when you want to match reality as much as possible. Don't wait. Same day or next day, start editing your picture, developing the raws, all this. If you wait, your brain will never remember more or less the colors. Very often the shift is massive, okay? So don't wait to edit your pictures. Tip number 6. A good picture is never that good, and a bad picture is never that bad. So it means when we come back from vacation or a photo shoot or whatever, we start choosing what picture we prefer, which one we don't like, the one we want to discard, all this. And then you think your choice is the right one, but then if you check again a week or a month later, you will notice that this brilliant picture is not that brilliant, and that bad picture maybe not that bad. So maybe you made the wrong choice. We are still emotionally connected with the picture at the time of choosing the first time. And that means that maybe you see a picture, it reminds you of the situation and you love it, but the picture is not good. You just remember something that was good, but the picture is no good. So if you wait a bit, your emotion will have gone and you will be more objective. So make this first pick, and then a couple of weeks later, a month later, check your pictures again to see if maybe one you dismissed was not that bad, and actually it's very good, and the other way around. Okay, and then when you've done that, I think all the bad picture, you don't need to keep them. They use space for nothing, so just erase them from the hard drive, and that's it. Tip number 7. I see so many people using the camera in burst mode for anything. And as I said in a video, when I see people that actually do a burst of picture on a stone, I just think if the stone is about to fly, you should run away. Stone normally don't fly, so if you see that it's going to fly, go away, go to a shelter, whatever, because it's a problem for you, okay, for your body, for your health. Okay, so obviously doing burst mode is useful for some situation, but it's pointless to do it for everything. I see people doing some portrait and the person is not moving, and you say, and you have 50 pictures and the person is always like this. That's nonsense. Or they do it for food photography. What is going to happen? The plate is going to fly away, something like this. So the only thing you do is using hard drive space for nothing. So that's expensive, okay? But also you will shorten the life of your shutter on your camera. Yes, shutter has a life span that is calculated, maybe 50,000 pictures, some 100,000, some 500,000, but it will eventually die. So when it dies, the camera is still usable as long as you replace the shutter, and that costs money. So don't do burst mode if you don't need it. Use it only when it is really action, not when it's for anything, okay? So it's really important. Some people, they just do a burst mode for anything, so they just spend a lot of money on hard drive for nothing, and also they shorten the life of their camera, or at least the shutter. So that's it. These were my 7 tips for the month of September 2024. I hope you liked it. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The small button down here is a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. Also, leave your links of my gear on Amazon. I'll leave you links of everything I reviewed by K&F Concept, Sandmarc, and Flashes by Westcott. More affiliated links and also a link to my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.